Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6332 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 26 moves to collect 3 ingredients, 45 frosting layers, and 53 crystal candy layers. I don't quite know how to approach this yet, so it's going to take some experimentation. I see a set of portals, but then I also have candy cane fences and candy curls. If I can get through here, I've got maybe some stripes, maybe some wrapped. I know that I can make moves under the crystal candies if I've got one of them open at least, but I don't yet. Oh, but look at that. We've got a system of conveyor belt. And I can make a stripe to try to open things up. Look at that, and I got a stripe coming down. I can't make a color bomb, but I can hit that frosting a little. Still can't make a color bomb, and now I've got frosting in here, and now I've got this area open. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not saying it's good, it's just interesting. I'm enjoying the discovery part. I'm going to take this out while I can. Here's an ingredient. We've got to get these ingredients collected somewhere down here. I don't yet know how I'm going to manage that. Oh, this is interesting as well. Everything's interesting. I don't think, because there's a portal here, that I can push this into this. There's this candy cane fence. I just have to prove it to myself. Okay. Doesn't work, but I can set this off and bring this down and set this off. Open this up further. I don't really like this idea. I'm just going to make more space here and try to get this matched with a stripe. Now I've got an ingredient coming down here. I have to get through the portals and get all the way through here, but I've got those crystal candies in the way, and I've got these cutouts that are really going to make life difficult for me. I just have to trace around the entire board and see where I'm likely to make the most progress. I didn't even think that these wrapped candies would come out together. So thankful they did. A wrapped combo. Now I need stripes because wrapped would help a little bit, but I need to get through this really bad stuff. And remember that on this conveyor belt, different things are going to be happening here. I'm going to take this move. I'd like to try to, I should have tried to set up a striped wrapped combo over here. Let's do this, put the orange together, try for a combo. A little bit tricky, a little bit confusing. It's just so hard to figure out how this board is going to run. Every time I think something's going to go one way, it takes off in a completely different direction. So this is one of those levels where if you don't win right away, at least you get to learn more about the board. Now my assumption is I'm going to need to be able to take out all of the crystal candies, and I could make this move up here and it might be beneficial, and I don't really have a whole lot down here. So let's go ahead and do this. I still don't have anything beneficial. What if I can get a wrapped candy to come down and meet up? Well, not meet up, but we're getting closer. I'll make a stripe. Now I've got a stripe combo if I want it. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I don't have a whole lot of moves left. I'm going to put the blue together, which is going to put the orange together, which is going to set this off and explode this area. It's not preferable. Ooh, the stripe helped as well. But it is something. There we go. We got another ingredient collected. So we only have one more ingredient to go, but really thick frosting there now. Here's the thing, that frosting isn't always in that location. It migrates. If I do a stripe combo, one goes vertically and one goes horizontally. I don't need these going vertically and horizontally. I want them both to go vertically. So I'm going to use this to trigger this and this to hit down here. This will also hit down here and get rid of more of that crystal candy. Hoping for some bounce for some cascade. Well, we got cascade, but we didn't get much bounce out of it. There are just too many things to do in disparate places. I'm going to go for a bit of cascading here and see what happens. Not much. I didn't expect much though, honestly. Let's just go for whatever we can do that's going to create chaos. So I'm left still needing portions of all of this. What I'm going to do to modify my strategy going forward, well, now I know a little bit more about how those portals work. I'm going to try better to get a wrapped combo, or many. I am going to work on how the portals will help me and how the conveyor belts will help me. While I've got things out in the open, I'm going to try to attack them. Once they're down here, I think it's much harder. And I think if I can clear out the things when they're up here, then I can bring the ingredients down here more quickly. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off until I have something important to share. Okay, so I think I've got this now, but I have to be careful. What I want to do with 2 moves left is do this. It would collect this ingredient and it would obliterate this. But if I can bide my time and do just a micro movement that isn't going to affect this operation and wait for the conveyor belt to bring this over, this can hit this twice. And then instead of just collecting one of the frosting, I will collect all 3. And of course I will clear this out. So I'm thinking this is a safe move, but it's always difficult to know. The conveyor belt really pulls things through. Thankfully it didn't harm me too much, and that should be the end of that level. Because that has such a wide blast radius when we have a color bomb combo. Notice I didn't use it when it was up here because that wide blast radius was not designed to help me where I needed it most. I had to wait and kind of finagle it down this way. That is it for me. It took between 10 and 15 tries. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.